That was high budget. You could tell when we're in what season are we in now? Are we in the 3rd season? We finally
It's
we got an
that's
intro.
the budget of, hey, they put this show on thinking it's not gonna go anywhere, and all of a sudden people responded, they're like, "Oh, we gotta give it an intro now."
That was so
Classic.
nice. I'm so impressed. I'm so humbled by our intro. It
Yeah,
was
we'll see
great.
if the
What?
people like it. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I thought that was neat. Thanks for doing that. All right. I love your reasoning though, like not just for, pomp and circumstance. That's not what it was for either. It was so we know when
No,
to start.
for some reason, when we start, because I said to you before, so we'll get our own 3, 2, 1, not nearly as fancy as that one. That
Mhm.
comes up to let us know when we're actually going live. And I've said to you before, like, even after the 3, 2, 1, give it a couple of seconds, because I feel like sometimes there's just it's a live stream, so sometimes there's just a lag. Um, and so that's honestly the reason I put that in there. So hopefully it'll eliminate some of that lag that we might have in the beginning, so that when we actually start talking, it's not us going like,
What? You're
and
joining
then
the
all of the words catch
conversation.
up to us.
Yeah, you're just joining the conversation already in progress. That's what it comes down to.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was neat. Oh man. Hey, for any parents, I wonder if you appreciate this. Would you agree with doing this? It's a novel idea. So it started with this mom that had to tell the daycare, listen, if my kid gets frustrated, just let my child go to the daycare bathroom. This is daycare, by the way. Daycare. So it's pretty young. Like this is usually before 5 years old. Um, just let my child go to the bathroom and just let my child let all the profanity out away from the other kids.
Oh,
Yeah, away from the other kids, that way, not affecting other kids. The other kids aren't hearing it. And it's a safe space for my child. Let them rant. They'll leave the bathroom a minute later and they'll be fine. And
interesting.
it's worked. So now there are parents giving it a shot too, saying, "All right, you're angry, you're frustrated, have at it." Boom. You're sitting, it's kind of like a timeout without calling it a timeout. Actually, it's better than a timeout because this child has permission to say all the words. We call them adult words in our house. We don't call them bad words or curse words. We call them adult words. And we just say, have at it. And they're leaving their phone hidden in, in the bathroom just to hear what they say. And these parents are kind of floored by the words they do know as they're just letting it spew out in the bathroom. And it was kind of a release for them. So for a minute, they get to say whatever they want, let it out, and then they take a deep breath and they leave and they're fine. They just needed a moment. It was their safe space to be able to do that, not harming anybody. Words don't write. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you. But we have it on, we have it recorded on a phone. Just keep that in mind, kids. Might come back to haunt you.
See, that's the thing that bothers me. And listen, in a social media world, like, whatever. But like, if you're doing this just because of the social media aspect of it,
That's
I
a
don't love
problem.
that.
No,
If
I
you
agree.
think for your house that this is a reasonable, like, I don't necessarily think I would want, I don't know what Liam knows. He's 3. Savvy probably knows a good amount of words at this point, and I don't know that I would want her just in a bathroom screaming
Practicing.
those out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not going to tell you how to parent. If you think that's something that can be valuable in your house, you think it's something that legitimately is going to calm your kids down, great. The
Yeah.
problem I have with it is, like, do you got to post it on social media? Like, does it have to
That's,
be?
yeah. I'm curious that step. I'm like, is that really necessary? Because this is your family. Just, but people are. They're calling it. There's an actual name for it. So you're right. It is a challenge. They're calling it a certain challenge. Let's see if I can
It's
find it.
just a chase for clout. Like, is just I have a very love hate relationship with social media,
Me
because
too. Hi,
I
we're on it right now.
right. And
Love it right now.
but the reason I love it, like in this scenario, is Kelly, good morning. We're checking in with people
Yeah.
who listen to the station, listen to the show. That's great. I love the ability to communicate with it. I love to be able to Keep family and stuff like that. Share stuff with people, update people. Hey, if it's about my family, great. If we've got great tickets, great. We could share all that information. But then it's like, I know for me, and especially in the business that we're in, that there is like a pressure to keep up with the Joneses. Am I doing enough? You go on social media to try to do something for yourself, and you just get down this rabbit hole of
Overwhelming.
everyone else is doing something.
You
Should
know what
I
it
be
sounds
doing
like?
something?
It sounds like these parents need a moment.
Right.
Just go to the
And it's
bathroom without your phone. Try that.
right.
But
Right.
so there is a name for it. It's called Bad Word Bathroom Challenge. So yes, people are putting these videos or I don't know if it's a video. Yeah, I think they're actually recording their kids in the bathroom when they think they're getting a safe moment, their safe space to be able to do that, and no one's hearing them, they think, but
And
they
I
are
think
recording them.
I think it's also different. If you know that historically this is how your kid blows off steam and you've said, "Listen, go to your room, scream it out, kid, whatever." And you casually walk by the door and you're like, "Okay, let's just like haha, you like I'm going to send a video to my wife or something like that." Like of just, kids like, "Oh, blowing off steam." And then all of a sudden you catch and you're like, "Okay, I can live with that real genuine moment." But to send your kids to a bathroom to go curse it out, knowing exactly what your plan
For
is, it's
ulterior
not
motives.
right. It's
Sure.
not their well-being. You could tell me that it is, but it's
Mm.
not. I know
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing in it.
It's
So it's just
it's
like,
for your
bro,
it's for your social laugh. All right. So if you weren't recording it, if it wasn't being recorded, then could you see yourself doing this with your kids
no, I'd put soap in their mouth if I heard them talking like that because I
and
think
then film it?
I think adult words when you don't not that there's an appropriate time to use them, but you don't need them. 'Em. You're
Well,
7, you're 3, you don't need
that's
them.
what we told our kids, you have to learn all the words in the dictionary, and then you can use those adult words, have
Yeah.
been what we've been saying to our kids. And when they get super frustrated, we tell them it's just like, "Run it out," or if it's really a particular moment, I'm like, "Go ahead, scream. Go
Go make
ahead.
your bed.
Go make your bed. Go
Bring some
ahead, just
energy.
scream. Just
Yeah,
scream. Let it out. You'll feel better.
yeah.
Go ahead." It doesn't have to be a bad word, although there's been studies that bad words actually can make you feel better. Just, that's an interesting study. All right, we're gonna run. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the warmer weather.
This is us running.
Bye-bye.